everybody. Welcome in. Snowed in Monday. Welcome in. Just spent like 3.5 hours packing up whatnot stuff, only to find out they weren't coming today. I went to the post office to drop off a few things to say, hey, they haven't picked up. I said the post office is not running today. They're not running any of the mail. So I don't know where you guys live and what it's like where you are, but here in Indiana, where I live, we have about a foot of snow and they're not running is what's going on. So welcome in. I know it's not my normal time. My normal time's earlier on Monday mornings, but I had to get this stuff packed. You know, all this stuff in front of me, I had to get it packed. So Juliet, good morning. We're going to pack some stuff. Tish, what's up, Tish? We're going to pack eBay, Mercari, and Poshmark orders. What's up, Angry Otter? And all you crazy cool kids. I don't know if it's ever happened to me, but I'm just going to say it's never happened to me that Poshmark has outsold eBay. Poshmark has outsold eBay. Sold 10 Poshmark items, 6 eBay items, 1 Mercari. Whoop. 1 Mercari. I also don't think Mercari has ever done 1/6 of my eBay sales, which is pretty crazy. Let's pack that Mercari order. Mercari order. It's kind of a yuck shirt, but I did it with a buyout. Someone messaged me. I think I've talked about it before. They had a whole bunch of Polo Ralph Lauren shirts, button-up shirts. They didn't want to list them. I said, I'll buy them, but, you know, buy cost is going to be cheap. And there were some with this white tag on it. I said, I'm only going to pay a couple bucks a piece for those. So they agreed to it. And I just shoot my shot like, hey, this is what I'll pay, the most I'll pay. They took it. So $2 for this. It sold for $15 on Mercari. But let's talk about, no. Sold for $12 on Mercari. So a couple things about this. It has that white thing right there. It also is not the lettered like I like. This is a Yarmouth. Yarmouths are numbered 17, and it has the length of the sleeve. Good afternoon. All right. What's up from Nashville? What's up, Nashville? What's the weather like in Nashville? I heard you guys got lots of ice. Everything kind of hit differently than what they thought, but still kind of hit. I live in Indy. We were supposed to get snow, and we got snow. We got about 10 inches to a foot of snow. No school today. No school tomorrow. But I'm working. Hello from Washington. What's up, Washington? Yeah. What's up? You guys are a little bit more mild, I think, right now, actually. What the word on the street is. Gladys! What is up, Gladys? Thanks for coming in. Just packing some orders. So that was kind of a boo-boo Polo Ralph Lauren shirt. Sold for $12, but I bought it for $2. It is what it is. Just trying to get through some stuff. So as you know, I'll be going through some of these things. I bought a lot of retail arbitrage items where I bought 50 or 70 of one item, and I do one listing, multiple of 70, or I'm only going to make like $5 to $7 profit on each one, but it will just slowly trickle in money. So doing a double up on retail arbitrage, even at a low buy cost, is good for me. I hear a dog. What is up? What do you think, Karl Lagerfeld? Yeah, what do I think of Karl Lagerfeld? I don't know. I think I see it sold at Ross. Willow, get out. Willow, get out of here. I think I see it sold at Ross. So I think Karl Lagerfeld, some of it sold at Ross, but I know like the high-end designer is not. Beverly Hills, Rodeo Drive. What's up, lovely people? Want to see dog? Willow, come here. Come here. Oh, remember when this thing was just a little puppy dog? And I'm like, oh, it bites all the time. Now she's cute and licks. Hey, but listen, I don't trust you, so you're going to have to go upstairs. Where's mommy? Is it mommy upstairs? Is there mommy upstairs? Go get it. You need to cheer on the Seahawks during the Super Bowl. Oh, I will. 100%. Anybody but the Patriots. Big Patriots hater here. Anybody but the Patriots, period. That's how I am. Colts and anybody but the Patriots. What up from Jersey? What's up, Jersey? Let's go from Charlotte. How's Charlotte do? I think Charlotte actually fared out better than what I thought, right? Mostly just rain. Some snow in Huntsville, Alabama, but it's all melted now. Is it supposed to get cold there too? I thought it was supposed to get colder the next couple of days, like Alabama, Mississippi. I don't know. Illinois, 9 inches of snow. Yeah, you're my neighbor, Doug. You're my neighbor. Iowa only got the cold, no snow or ice. Well, that's good, but yeah, it is cold, Gladys. You know, it is cold. Right now, it is 5 degrees. 5 degrees here. Whenever I list Carl, it sells men's and women's. Well, there you go. So there's your answer to the Carl stuff. Karl Lagerfeld. I see some of it at Ross. That's why I actually don't really see much at the thrift stores, to be honest. Really icy in Nashville, 48% of the city without power. Wow. A big city like Nashville, 50%, almost half the city almost is without power. I can't imagine that. That's crazy. A huge metropolitan city. I know you guys just aren't used to getting like ice and snow. Good show last night. Hey, thanks, Granny. Yeah, you going through it. High energy tomorrow night. I have a kids show tomorrow night. Really good stuff. My Tesla doors froze shut during the storm. Downside of flush door handles. Hey, Angry Otter, my Tesla buddy. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. When I go through the car wash and it's freezing out, the door handle, you can't open it. It's a flush door handle. You have to push it. Glad it didn't break, though. Glad it did not break. What's up, South Carolina? Just sold out of my Patriot stuff. Not mad about that. I mean, I'm not mad about that. You get your sales from your Patriot stuff. I'm just not going to root for them. Sunny in Phoenix, Arizona. Good for you guys. I'm happy for you. I'm happy. I'm grateful for you guys. Not grateful, but happy. I'm going to say I'm envious too. Not jealous, just envious. I wish I was there. Guess it's going to get a little chilly down here in Southwest Florida. Yeah, I saw Florida's going to get cold too. Like all the way down. Miami always gets just a little chilly, but like I heard Florida's going to be like freezing. Charlotte got snow, but it's all gone now. Sunshine and Trekker swept it all out. No biggie. All right, good. I'm glad Charlotte's clean. No big deal there. Selling out of shorts already. Lots of shorts. Yeah, we'll talk about that throughout the live today. Had a great brand new car battery. Oh, there you go. New car battery. Well, glad you had that. We just put one on my wife's car. Those are expensive. All right, as you guys know, if you don't know, now you know. I'm running sale on my eBay store on sweaters, jackets, pants, and I think flannels. These pants are golf pants. They're Tiger Woods pants. They're under my pants category. I would have probably not put these on sale, but they were. They sold for $18.39. So it's either a sale or a Nifty sale, one or the other. And $18.39 is what it sold for. I paid $5 for them. So I'm fine with that. Make sure it's going to the right buyer. Again, if you're just now joining, I had more Poshmark sales than eBay sales, which is crazy for me. Crazy for me. Patagonia hat. I bought a whole bunch of these new with tags. Sold them all to one person, and then I went back and they had more. So Patagonia hat, paid $5 for this hat, sold it for $20. It's a black hat, sold it for $20. I got some more of these bags, by the way. Let's see. No snow in my part of Illinois, just 8 degrees. Well, that's nasty. 8 degrees, which means the wind chill's below zero for sure. I'm glad you didn't get snow. I mean, honestly, if it's cold, I like snow. I like seeing all the pretty snow. Everything's covered here. Like 10 inches to a foot, everything's covered. I have my summer items in storage. Sold a daggone top today. 20 degrees out there. You got to go get it. Dang. Yeah, it's starting. I mean, I sold a ton of golf stuff the last 2 days. Polo, or the last 2 shows. Polo. Tomorrow's a kids show. Shorts and t-shirts. My wife will buy it year round. But it's starting. It's starting. Make sure it's going to the right person. It is. Now, this is something I bought. Spent a lot of money on these. I don't really regret it, but if I look back, I'm like, I don't know if I would have done it again, but I can tell you this, in about a year, I'd be like, I'm glad I did that. So again, I bought all these Caitlin Clark jerseys, really, really nice jerseys for $11 a piece, and I'm selling them super duper cheap, $29.99 each for these Caitlin Clark jerseys. 11 and $29.99, and I have like 175 of these. So I sold two today or over the last day or so. I just think they'll slowly sell, and I'll make my money. Those will be, especially when the WNBA comes back into session, I think those will sell very quickly. And if they start selling very quickly, I might up the prices. Have my summer there we go. Hit the thumbs up button. Yeah, appreciate you guys hitting the thumbs up button. Appreciate you guys. If you have a AAA gold, they will pay for one battery per year. There you go. If you guys have AAA gold, they'll pay for one battery per year. That's not a bad deal. That's not a bad deal. And a foot of snow granny said, Target is already putting out summer stuff out. Yes. So I always say I follow what the big boys do. Here's a jacket that sold for $27.36 on sale. It's a North Face jacket. I always like with North Face, I always like to look for extra things like the wind wall or whatever. So this is like a wind protector too, even though it's like a fleece material. I always like to do what the big boys do. A lot of you guys have watched me for a while now, so you know. But if Target's putting out winter or summer stuff, I've just done it long enough. We're in February. You go into American Eagle, spring break stuff's out. You go into a lot of the big stores, spring break stuff's out. That's how I do it. So like here now soon, everything winter and summer, everything winter and fall will go to my storage unit. I'm gonna only list spring and summer. I want all that stuff listed so when people start buying it, my stuff's already online. $27.36 for that North Face. Yeah, so your Target's already putting that stuff out. Yep. 68 degrees in California. Ooh, chilly. Felix, you like to pretend to be a big boy, huh? I only like big boys, Felix. And I've hung out with you, and you're nice and big boy. You're my Maui. You're my Maui. Here's a 2XL Caitlin Clark jersey. This one sold via Nifty offer, so for $27. 11 into 27, Caitlin Clark. Nifty sent out an offer. And had a lot of questions on Nifty recently online. I don't know if this is because people were in, but yeah, Nifty sent out an offer on that. If you're interested, I have a link in my link tree for a free trial or on surfsupfinds.com for a free trial and a discount off your first month. Best crosslister and automation tool and everything else out there. You guys know the deal. 55 degrees in Florida. Gross. What part of Florida, Jason? What part of Florida? I saw it's going to get cold there. Last eBay item. eBay. Ugh. eBay, get it together. LL Bean blazer. It's like a wool blazer. LL Bean like wool tweed blazer. Sold it for $35. $35. Paid $7.99. $7.99. This has got to go out in an eBay poly mailer. I sold 3 women's swimsuits already. Dang. I'm telling you, people are starting to think about break. February, boom, starting to list. Actually, I haven't listed a lot on eBay as far as individual items, but I've listed hundreds of items recently. Lots of shorts and stuff, multiple quantities. So that's what I've been doing recently. Lots of shorts, spring items, multiple quantities. You'll see here in a second. Sarasota area. Love Sarasota. Sarasota, Bradenton, just south of Tampa. You guys have red, white, and blue down there. Selling more on Depop than eBay. Isn't that crazy? So let's get to Poshmark. I have 10 Poshmark sales. Crazy. 10 Poshmark sales. We'll talk about a couple of these retail arbitrage. Retail arbitrage. So I bought a ton of these Adidas shorts. A ton of these. My buy cost was anywhere from $2 to $5 on these. $2 to $5. So I would say my average buy cost was like, let's just say 350. 350. These sold for 13. I'm just going to continually sell them. 13 bucks for these. These sold on Poshmark, so I'm going to send them out in one of these mailers. And I know that doesn't sound like a great profit, but you just list it one time and you list a quantity. It's really, really easy. I do that all day long. All day long. What is CFC on your jacket? This is Carmel Football Club. So it's the travel soccer team my son plays for, and I coach. I coach his travel team. Another pair, but this time in blue. This time in blue, these sold for 12. These sold for 12 on Poshmark, which is great because Nifty, obviously, I cross-list, and you can cross-list the quantity with eBay and Nifty, and it keeps track of how many you have, which is great. So I don't have to worry about that. So it keeps track of that. The other platforms are pulling my numbers up huge this week. Mercari is killing it with makeup and shoes. Julie, how about that? Makeup and shoes. When I list my cleats, I'm going to have to, I don't know if they'll do on Mercari, but I'm going to have to cross-list them on Mercari. I have a ton of soccer cleats that I bought. I'm going to be listing those. Tons. Last retail arbitrage item that I'll talk about, these Kobe Bryant shorts, size large. I bought a whole bunch of these. I have some of these in my kids show, but a lot of the larges I put on eBay, and they sold on Poshmark. I cross-listed them on Poshmark, $11. And I paid like $3 for them. So 3 into 11 again. List one, multiple quantity. What is the average number of items you find in each of your Goodwill stores? That is a great question, Doug. Great question. Average, 4. Probably 4. So when I go to Goodwills, I hit multiple Goodwills. 2 days a week on my normal schedule, so that will be soon. I did this big retail arbitrage 2-week session. But I'll get back to my normal schedule. I hit twice a week. I do a half-day route, which I hit about 8 Goodwills. And then the other days, I hit a couple each. But yeah, I would say about 4 items on average. Not great. Not really great. I can't. It's rarely I fill a cart full. Definitely very pleased with Nifty. Yes, Nifty's the bomb. I talk about it every live, and people always talk about how good it is and stuff. So it is. It's the bomb. Nifty is the bomb. Size XL. You guys, don't be mad at me for this. This is a Lululemon jacket. I only sold it for $25. $25. But it has the very first Lululemon men's logo. It's about the size of a nickel, and it's a hexagon. They don't sell as well because they're older. They're older. So $25 for that. Paid $5.99. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. ROI 12 to Rhode Island. Not ROI. Rhode Island 12 to 18 inches. Measured near my car 27 inches. So you guys are having drifting. And drifting snow is not good. If you guys don't know about snow, like they'll plow the roads and then the snow will drift because of the wind and it covers the roads again. So it's just like you're just playing catch up the whole time. That is not good. Rhode Island, man, you guys are definitely shut down. We're shut down in Indy. So these are going in these padded envelopes because they're Poshmark. Poshmark. We'll do some more Poshmark items. Some more Poshmark items. How about a carbon to cobalt? This was on my wood floor, so I was happy to sell this. Carbon to cobalt, old listing. Again, Nifty delisting it and recreating it. Sold for $17. Thank you very much. I'll take that. I always increase my price. Yeah, that makes sense. I always increase my price on Poshmark, $5 to $10. And then 20% cut the higher discount on Depop for 8% fees. Yeah. So when you cross list, and I've heard a lot of people do that, and I get it. So let's say on eBay, your fee is 13%. You list something for $20. When you cross list it on Nifty to Poshmark, You might raise it to $22 because Poshmark has a 20% fee instead of 13%. So I understand that. I get that. There's nothing wrong with it. And the best part about this business, different strokes for different folks. There's so many ways to do things. So, for example, I just crosslist regular. And then the last 2 weeks, I got tons of stuff. I'm running whatnot shows. I bought tons of stuff for multiple quantity new with tags inventory, things I don't normally do. And for you guys with the whatnot, I know a lot of people think you have to have a following or whatever. I had 86 new buyers for my whatnot show last night. 86 new buyers for my golf whatnot show last night. So I don't think almost any, I don't know if any of them would have come from my following online. Question for you. I got you. What are the benefits of having an eBay store? eBay keeps charging me fees for listing items and I don't know what to do. So I'm wondering about opening an eBay store. Good question. So it's a balancing, right? If it depends how much you're paying per month for all those fees. So you're paying and you get a certain amount of insertion fees a month for free, but every time your item renews, that counts. So you're getting all these fees. Let's say your fees add up to $50 a month and a store's $40 a month and you get 1,000 free insertion fees. You want to get that store on eBay. So the benefit of having an eBay store, besides getting more insertion fees for free and all that stuff so you'll pay less, is you can run sales, coupons, you get eBay products quarterly. You get eBay products like these bags right here. You just have to do the math. What makes the most sense for you? But also remember, I always tell this, eBay, your store, and Nifty, your Nifty subscription, both are write-offs right now. So I'm doing my taxes. I'm putting my eBay store for the year and my Nifty costs for the year in there. So just remember that. Here's a pair of Mott and Bow. Still a good pair of jeans to pick up. Mott and Bow jeans. They sold for $28 over on Posh. $28 over on Posh. These are going to go out in one of these. The cell melting and refreezing is a nightmare. Oh yeah, for sure. You got it. We're all old enough. We're all adults. It's awful. You got to be careful because you go out to your mailbox during the day and you're like, oh, look at it. Everything's melted a little bit. It's just kind of watery. And then you go out there at night, it's all black ice. It's all frozen back over. You had a good show, good raids. Yeah, I loved it, Danny. I had fun. And you guys know me, like I'm go, go, go. I could just keep going. Hello from bitter cold Calhoun, Bucky. Oh, I feel bad for you guys. Northern Georgia. It is cold. You didn't sign up for this coldness in Northern Georgia. But listen, go to Bucky's, get yourself a nice beef brisket sandwich and warm up a little bit. Another one of those Bonobos pants. If you've been watching my lives, I've sold a lot of this specific. It has this specific fabric on it, like Olympus. And I just knew they were nice because they were really heavy Bonobos cotton pants. And they had that slit in the back. A lot of times the slit in the back, for some reason, nicer pants have those. I didn't go for crazy money. They went for $18. But normally I don't pick up Bonobos. So, do you bulk buy, right? Mugs. Hold on, I'm way back. You'll still pay fees for a listing on eBay with the store. Yeah. You just have to make sure. You'll just have to do the math. How much do you charge for shipping jeans on eBay? eBay $10. $10 flat rate shipping on eBay for anything a pound or over for clothing. And then anything under a pound, I charge $7 flat rate shipping. So I do flat rate shipping on anything over a pound, $10, anything under a pound, $7. Saves the buyer money. Yeah, Mugsy jeans are really good. If I find those, they're good. And you can find them in pants, like khaki pants too. You do bulk buys. Yeah, I do bulk buys if people contact me. I'm not like out there scouring and I mean, I have like rag houses contacting me and doing those sorts of things, but if people contact me, I'm interested in bulk buys. Also, I really like thrifting. I like doing this retail arbitrage thing. I do like that, but I really enjoy thrifting a lot. Like, I like to thrift. It's like a hobby for me. These are Peter Millar pants. These sold for 20 bucks. 20 bucks. You got a few things from me? Thanks, Danny. Hey, so if you got anything from me last night, everything is packed and ready to go. I had a set time today, 3:30, for them to come and pick everything up. No one came. It was 4:30. I went to the post office, and none of the mail routes are running today. So I made sure they're coming tomorrow to get it. But everything's packed up, ready to go. Class time in the evening. That's right, Sophia. What's up, Sophia? Thanks for coming in. And Kathy, you guys coming at the same time. Always say hi, Teach. What's up, guys? You're high energy in my shows. I'm just high energy in general. I think that's why the type of teacher I was worked for me. I mean, I definitely think I have ADD. But functioning. Like if I want to sell 300 items at your buying price to help with my cash flow. Yeah, just if you guys ever want to just message me on Instagram and I will shoot it straight, and I always pay like fair, what's good for me and the most I can pay kind of thing. Brennan, what's up, Brennan? You need to go to Buc-ee's, Brennan. Do you still use the platform for shipping? Yes, I still use eBay's platform for shipping. I use Poshmark's platform for shipping, Depop, and Mercari. I use all the platforms for shipping. This is a great sale. No hurry. Yeah. But I did want to hurry. Today, my wife and I packed it all, and I wanted to get it out, but it's a foot of snow here, so. Stoic. I do not buy this brand anymore. Why? Because I've had this for probably 2 years. Stoic. This is a really nice fleece. Had it for 2 years. It's on my wood floor. Awful picture, but it did sell for $12. $12 over on Poshmark. Let's go. That's what would that be, like $9 back in my pocket or something like that? Great. I'll go buy 2 shirts from Goodwill and get that money rolling again. Have you seen an increase in your revenue since adding more Whatnot shows? That's a good question, MJG. Right now, no. So this is what's going to happen. I spent a ton of money on retail arbitrage, but so much of what I bought, actually all of what I bought, was off season for the most part. So what I'm doing now is running Whatnot shows for a lot of the stuff. And I think after my next 2 Whatnot shows, I'll break pretty much even. And then everything else will be profit. And all that stuff will sell slowly throughout the spring and summer. So the Whatnot shows will pay off everything that I bought. And then I'll have double that, which will just be profit throughout the year type of thing. As if that makes sense. I have a Stoic jacket that has been listed forever. Man, I'm telling you, I ran a sale on eBay. It didn't even sell over there. It sold on Poshmark. When I saw that offer come in, accept. I didn't even look at the price, accept. I saw my old wood background. I saw a jacket that I haven't seen in forever, accept. I'm on day 6, a free Nifty trial with the eBay store crosslisted to Poshmark, but have not had one Poshmark sale. Do you think this is normal? I want to use Nifty to crosslist for automation, but worried about spending the money and not seeing sales. You will see sales. Trust me. For example, I had 6 sales on eBay. Usually I have 10 a day. Usually 8 to 10, 11 a day. I had 6. But because I cross-listed, I had 10 on Poshmark. Usually I only have 4 on Poshmark. So you will get your sales. I would do it at least through like April, see how your sales go. But remember, it's also a write-off. But you need to give it time. You're on your 6-day free trial. You need to give it a couple months, especially right now. February, January is a little bit slow. Once March and April hit, those are some of the best months. Ever sold an Alan Flusser? I have. Shout out Trisha Treasure Troves. Alan Flusser. Ran across a new sweater vest and comps were pretty good. I never comped across. Yeah, I don't buy Alan Flusser for the most part, but the really crazy floral prints and stuff, button shirts, I will. You can also find Alan Flusser linen blazers for cheap. Those new with tags, you can also find 100% cashmere. So there are some items like that. Just so you hit one offer and it's theirs. Yeah, there you go. Sales are good on Posh. Yeah, sales have been good on Posh for me. What brands are you no longer picking up, and what brands are you picking up that you stopped before? Uncle, that's a good one. Here's another one of those Yarmouth, Ralph Lauren. So I priced these Yarmouth a little bit cheaper. This sold for $18. I have a feeling if I priced all my Ralph Lauren shirts right now for around $18, I bet you I'd have some crazy sales. Most of them are around $20 to $22.99 because these are not the best. These Yarmouths are not the best. What brand am I no longer picking up? Ooh. I'm not really picking up much RLX anymore. Used RLX, not picking too much of that up anymore. Polos. Used RLX polos. What I'm also not picking up anymore are Under Armour polo shirts. Under Armour polo shirts, I leave them behind. I do not pick them up. Obviously, if there's a 3XLT or 4XL for $5, I'll probably pick that up. And also, what brands, I'm thinking of spring and summer right now. What brands am I going to pick up that I stopped before? I'm going to start picking up more Polo Ralph Lauren pleated pants and double-breasted suits with pleats. Double-breasted big peak lapel suits are selling right now. So you have your 6 buttons in the front, your lapels that go out farther. They go out a little bit farther, and they have pleats. Pleats are on trend right now. It's crazy. It's crazy. How do you relist an item? Do you take the original listing down before you relist? When you relist and put it back up exactly the original one? I'm still kind of new. What's up, Gail? Let me show you exactly how I do it. So what I do is I have Nifty, which is my automation tool. So it's not only my cross lister. So this is where I do all my cross listing, right? Like this. I need to cross list this hat. This is where I do my cross listing. So you just watched me cross list from eBay to Poshmark. But on my automation, so this is what I do. Right here on eBay under recreates, every 28 days, I have to see it, but I think it's like every 28 days, it takes your item down and then recreates it. So it does a little switcheroo. So eBay thinks it's a brand new item. It's not a relisted item. So it's not a stale item. It recreates it. So with Nifty, it does it on all of the platforms. It does the recreates on all of the platforms. Plus, it sends out your offers on all the platforms. Poshmark, it does all your sharing and everything for you. This is huge. If you are reselling and taking it seriously, let's say you have 100 items or more for sale and you are listing maybe 3 items a day, you need to get something like Nifty. So it's going to be your cross listing, your automation. You can also do AI bulk generate, so you can list doing the AI stuff, and it's going to have your spreadsheet everywhere, all in one spot, your spreadsheet. Plus, it does have your settings, so it will have your sales detection. So if something gets sold on one platform, it delisted across the others. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. I'll put a link right here in the chat if you guys are interested. Again, we just talked about a free trial. You get a free trial and a discount off your first month. But that's how I do it. So I don't do relist on eBay. I do recreates through Nifty. No longer pick up Spider or Johnny O. Yes. There you go. I no longer pick up Spider for about 2 years now. The only Spider I'd consider picking up are serious winter jackets and pants. I'm talking serious like snow skiing jackets and pants. No other Spider. Spider is flooded at Costco. Flooded. I bundle up on my Johnny O. It sells in. There you go. I still pick up Johnny O. Johnny O if it is like a performance. They still sell for $20, $22 for me. Hey, Nick, what's up? I'm listening while driving, but little heads up on Roosevelt stuff. May not always be an instant grab like it was. I think they realize they can just print more shirts. Yes, I agree, Nick. So Roosevelt's, you'll see it RSVLTS, like you see Nick wrote it right here. You'll see it right here. Boop. That's what you'll see, Roosevelt's. They come out with new releases weekly or twice a week. They have so many prints. Now, there are Roosevelt's that are more rare than others, but you just need to be careful. Might not be an automatic pickup. You want to make sure you're comping it out, especially if you're paying $10, $12, $15 for that Roosevelt. In the past, it's an automatic pickup. Now you may want to look it up. What's up, Annette? What's up, everybody? That's it. So I'm really, really sorry, guys, that I don't have more to ship with you. I only sold 6 on eBay, 10 on Poshmark, 1 on Mercari. Hopefully the next time we talk, I'll have more. It will be on Wednesday. Got a return for a $400 Ralph Lauren coat. Buyer stated it was damaged. The buyer sent a picture of the item in perfect condition. Hopefully you get it back and it's not damaged. Otherwise, if you send it and it wasn't damaged, you can start a because eBay's already going to let them send it back to you. Once you get it back, you can start a case with eBay. You have seller's protection. So just so you know, you have seller's protection. Let's see. Oh, what's up, Annie? What's up, Annie? My bad. I always mess it up. I look at your picture right there, and it's Annie. My bad. Do you still pick up an item with a good material like cashmere, silk, but a bad brand? That's a very good question. Alan Flusser is a good example. Alan Flusser, I'm usually not picking up that brand, but if it is a linen blazer for $7, I'm picking it up. If it's 100% cashmere sweater with no flaws, I'm picking it up. Another brand, Lands End, not the best. 100% cashmere for $5, I'm picking it up. So to answer your question, good materials, yeah. Nordstrom, I don't pick a lot of those sweaters up. 100% cashmere for $5, I'm picking it up. Things like that. All right, guys, that's it. Hopefully you're staying safe and warm. And that's about it. Just going to be listing stuff and hanging out. If you have any questions, you can always IG me and